all the faculty and staff. This is your principal, Christina Stout, and I am so excited to be sharing some more information with you as I just love the moments that we're able to come together and kind of talk to each other about what's going on in our school community. Here we go. First of all, let's do a quick check-in. How are we feeling? Whew, just a couple more days and then it will be spring break. Are you making it? Do you feel great? Are you ready for your vacation? Go ahead and turn and talk to a friend. Okay, let's talk about what's happening in our district. Our district has done so much to try to make sure we have the funds we need so that our scholars are successful both academically and social emotionally. Well, they're working on an override that will help us out when it comes to um, having those funds that we need in our schools. Just a little bit of background information about what overrides are. They're voter-approved initiatives that generate additional tax revenue to fund projects and operations for local school districts. Of course, this is what our district is doing. Well, the one that they have been working on did not go through, but it's okay. We have a plan and everything's going to be set in place. How does it affect our school community? Well, this means that we might have to downsize just a tad. Then we'll talk about that a little bit more. But also our Title I funds are not exactly where they were before. They have gone down 10%. And so with that, we do have less funds to use toward the school. However, I know if we put our minds together and you're all so creative, that we will be able to, make it work. And I'm sharing this with you, of course, but I will also be sharing it with all of our other stakeholders so that everybody knows what is going on in our school. All right, quick check-in. How are we feeling now? Okay. Yeah, you think, did I add a little bit more onto your plate a little bit? Maybe. Let's see. Let's just keep going. Okay. What can we do? One of the big concerns, larger class sizes. Oh, yes. But know that there is a plan in place and that we are all working together in order to make sure everyone is successful. You have what you need to teach. Our scholars have what they need to learn and to feel safe in their environment. Like my little cartoon here, it says, wait a minute, when did our class size reach 3,704,552? This was the only school that wasn't failing, so they transferred all of us here. Isn't it something how, like, when schools are really successful, they don't always have the money, I guess, in some of my school experiences in the past, or budgets are cut and everything, and it's just like, wow, everybody's here now. Let's just all work together. And guess what? That's exactly what we're going to do. All right. So when we were planning our school-wide budget, we had 3 focuses, and that was student achievement, teacher administrator quality, and school climate. And as we've discussed in the past, these have been our main focuses to improve on, and these will remain our main focuses to continue to improve as we go along into next school year. All right, so let's go back a little bit because we were talking about Title I funds and how they decreased by 10% this upcoming year. Just in case you don't know what Title I is, we are a Title I school, and the majority of our schools in our district are Title I. And Title I is a provision of the Elementary and Secondary Education Act, ESEA, which consists of the U.S. Department of Education program that distributes funds to schools and school districts. The Title I funds in our school-wide budget were distributed to cover 2 teachers, 1 program director, 1 paraprofessional, intervention services, 2 resource teachers, and 1 student family intervention teacher. So, remember I told you that we were going to be losing 1 teacher? Well, there's a teacher that we already know and love who is retiring this year. Miss R, we love you and we wish you well. With this, though, as you know, she taught 5th grade. Instead of having 5 5th grade teachers, we will now only have 4. Yes, we understand that the class sizes might increase a bit, but we also have a plan. We have thought about that already, and we have a plan that we would like to offer and introduce to you that might help us out with this, that I will discuss later on in the presentation. Now, as before we go forward, please remember we are all connected. So we are going to be stressed at some point in time. We are going to, want our voices heard. But please know that even in this, we are working together, no matter what our differences no matter what our differences are. um, we want everyone to succeed, no matter what the disabilities may be in the class. Everyone, I'm asking that you all have an open mind to ensure the success of all of our scholars. Remember, our children can feel what we feel. And so if we're walking around tense, guess what's going to happen to them? It's going to trickle down to them. And will they be able to learn? No, not in a way that they should. So remember, we are connected. Let's work together. Here's another plan. Our district is opening up again, and this was open during COVID. They took a little break from it, but they opened back up. But they're going to be doing a district-based online education, and this will hopefully help out when it comes to our class sizes. Right now, we're trying not to exceed 27 scholars in a class, in a 5th grade class. That is a lot of scholars in a class. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of data. We don't want to burn you out and overwork you. And so we already know that based off of our focus groups that we've had discussing the budget and some of the feedback that we did gather from the focus groups, that some of our scholars themselves, some of their families, are interested in online education. They feel that they work a little better. They miss that from COVID. They're able to focus. And so our district is opening it back up because of the budget cuts. And in this, Odin and Pika says, tapping the power of computer technologies and online learning opportunities, Sorry, I can't read. Nearly all K-12 courses, including AP courses, are now available online at a cost of roughly $500 to $700 a semester course, about half the cost of such courses in a typical district in America. And so with this, we're able to save money, especially with having these budget cuts. And so depending on how many students that do sign up for this, we'll be able to save that money for other areas or for a rainy day. So please keep that in the back of your mind, that we are working together to make this work. All right. Now, as we go through this process, I am asking that you please trust me throughout this whole time. In the whole process, budgeting and my time in the school and that I've worked with you, I have really enjoyed and continuing to enjoy being your principal. And as I always have been in the past, I continue to be open and honest with you, being transparent so that you know what is going on. As in the past, I don't make decisions on my own. I'll make sure I let you know everything that's happening, every step of the process, as well as work with you. As a team, it's a team of us. There's no I in team. And so we're going to stay clear. Caution, stay clear. I need to get a shirt. How about that for next year? caution, stay clear. And that's just a reminder to us that as we walk around the school, as we do anything, plan lesson plans, anything, that we stay open and honest with each other and that we build that trust. We'll continue to build the trust that we already have established. So, how are you feeling now? Yes, there are changes. As educators, though, we monitor and adjust, and we got this. We're going to make it through, and I am here if you ever need anything. All right, have a great day.